Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at the holistic nature of the Kujira ecosystem. That means we're going to look at how each of these various native dApps on Kujira works hand in hand with each other to generate more revenues and provide further utility to each other as well. Now, this is a super interesting flywheel effect as well, because as each of these various dApps grows and takes more fees, it further stimulates the other dApps as well, creating even more fees, and all of the fees taken do go back to Kujira stakers. So let's explain things here, break everything down for you nice and simply. So if you enjoy this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So the diagram we can see on screen here was created by SkullXBT. Shout out to him for producing this. Now, before we start, let's just go through a quick TLDR on each of these native dApps of Kujira. We have Ghost, Fin, Bow, and Orca all on the map here. Starting with Ghost here, now do remember as well, I've done a full video guide on each of these native dApps. So if you want to go into more detail as to what they do, why they exist, and how to use them, do check that out all on my channel. So Ghost, what does it do? Well, basically this is a money market, allowing people to borrow against their own collateral to take out a loan. And it also allows for people to lend out their collateral to those who are looking to borrow. So you can play both sides of the money market with Ghost. Fin is the on-chain order book exchange for Kujira, not your typical AMM, but this is where people come to convert one cryptocurrency into another and also utilize leverage trading as well. Bow in the bottom right-hand corner here, this provides the liquidity to the Fin DEX. So these very much do have a symbiotic relationship. Providing the liquidity to Fin is obviously very important. This can help reduce the amount of bid-ask spread, which in turn means more traders are likely to come to the DEX. And as that happens, more dApps likely to build on top of Kujira. And then bottom left, we have Orca. This is where you can bid on liquidated collateral from those who are over-leveraged in this ecosystem. So each of these works hand in hand with one another. So just to give you a flavor of how this happens and why they're so reliant on each other, let's just go through a quick workflow here. So say you're in the Cosmos ecosystem, you have a massive bag of Atom, say, and look, you don't want to actually liquidate your bag of Atom. You want to keep your directional bias. You want to be along that Atom. So you don't want to sell it. So what you could do is come to Ghost and actually take a loan out against it. So you would deposit your Atom as collateral and take out some stable coins against it. In that case, it would be USDC. So you've taken some Atom, posted it as collateral, and now you've got USDC out on the other end. You come to the Fin DEX then, and you decide, I want to convert some of my USDC into the KUJI token. What you've spotted is really good APRs down here on Bow for the Atom to KUJI pair. So you convert some of the stable coins into KUJI. You've now got a big bag of Atom still, and you've also got a big bag of KUJI now. You decide to pair those up and provide that liquidity back to the Fin DEX, and you may be generating quite a bit of fees on that. So as you can see with this user flow, you're using 1, 2, 3 dApps to get to your final destination and using the ecosystem to generate real yield on your assets. Now, meanwhile, whilst you've posted that huge amount of Atom as collateral, the Orcas have started circulating down here. They've seen you've posted a huge amount of Atom. They can see the analytics on Orca and they say, look, we're going to post some resting bids just in case Atom starts to depreciate in value and maybe some of your collateral needs to be liquidated. So these guys want to backstop that and bid on it in case it does need to be liquidated, in which case they can then get some of that Atom below the current market price. So in this example here, they set some nice resting bids of USDC on the Atom to Axelar USDC pool as per the Ghost borrow. If then that does get liquidated, or at least a proportion of it does get liquidated, the users of Orca, to make a profit and sell the discounted Atom that they've just purchased, they'll come to Fin to do that. So what you can see here is a very much circular economy that is very much self-sustaining here on Kujira. So why would you use Ghost? Well, you're using Ghost to borrow some assets to go and trade on Fin, to maybe speculate on different assets. You may want to use Ghost as well to leverage trade on Fin atop of that. As per the example, we're also using Ghost to set up an LP pair because there's some juicy rewards on Bow. And also you may just take out a stable coin loan against some of your collateral because you see there's potentially some big liquidations coming on Orca and you want to set some bids for that. Now for Orca usage, there's plenty of markets on Ghost Ghost that people do get over leveraged on, and that collateral may need to be liquidated. So this is where Orca steps in as the backstop here, and you want to take advantage of this and buy some discounted assets. We also know Kujira has the USK stablecoin as well. This is a collateralized debt position stablecoin. So people have deposited collateral to take out the stablecoin, USK. And if their collateral starts to depreciate in value, in order to maintain the peg of USK, well, some of that collateral needs to be liquidated. So the Orcas will be on the hunt. Bo is the decentralized market maker powering Fin. This reduces the spreads on Fin and gives it more deeper liquidity. And then on Fin, if you want to leverage trade, you have to tap into the facilitator, the borrow lend markets of Ghost to do so. It also allows for people to cash out their gains made from the Orca liquidations. And if you want to provide liquidity on Bo and you don't have both of the assets in a 50-50 ratio, well, then in order to provide the liquidity down here for Bo, you need to come to Fin and convert an asset into that relevant pair. So we understand the symbiotic relationship between all of the native dApps here on Kujira. And of course, fees are taken when you utilize these various dApps. So let's go through the fees here. Now this is all real yield, and all of these fees do go directly to the KUJI stakers. No centralized exchange reaping all the profits, it goes directly to those who stake the KUJI token. So these are the fees. Over on the Fin DEX, if you are doing a market maker order, i.e. adding a limit buy or sell, the fee is 0.075%. But if you do a taker order, i.e. you just want to market buy an ape in, the fee for that is 0.15%. So on $10,000 worth of trade there, the fees would either be $7.50 or $15, depending on the maker or taker order set, all of which goes to the KUJI stakers. Then on Ghost, there is 0.2% borrow fee. So if someone does borrow $10,000 worth of stablecoins, then $20 will be taken and given to the KUJI stakers. Over on Orca, we have a 0.5% fee for any collateral that is withdrawn. So you've bid on a huge liquidation, you then want to withdraw that to make a profit. Orca takes a 0.5% cut of that collateral amount. Say it's $10,000 in this instance, then $50 would go to the KUJI stakers. Then over to Bo, no fees taken. We don't need that for providing liquidity. So over to the Kujira dashboard here, you can see over the last 90 days, this is all that real yield from those various dApps. Over $500,000 have been generated in revenue at an annualized percentage rate of almost 5.5% there. So real revenues, real yields to the stakers here on Kujira. So as you can see over on DeFi Llama, $12.65 million worth of TVL. And as we understand from the relationships just shown, as TVL increases, more fees are going to be taken by these dApps. More fees equals more revenue to the Kujira stakers. Then last but not least, the final piece of the puzzle here is the SONAR mobile wallet, still on beta over on iOS and Android. Do give it a check out for yourself, because you can start to use some of these native dApps and eventually all of these native dApps directly on mobile. No need for desktop, just do it on the go on the SONAR app and get a slice of the action from your mobile. So I hope this one helped you understand the holistic nature of the Kujira ecosystem and why this is a very special protocol. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.